Ambafx weekly forex forecast. Before we dive deep into the technical aspect, let's check the fundamental first. The one we saw last week is on Tuesday we saw the producer price index of the United States, which comes at lower than expected. You know, the producer price index too is used to measure inflation. It's an inflation measurement. So we have it coming below expectation. The market expects 0.4 of the month over month, and then we have the 0.2%, and the core one, the market expects 0.3, and we have 0.0. And we saw the weakness on Tuesday. We saw the impact on the US dollar on Tuesday, but on Wednesday we have the CPI, which came out to give the we have the correlated sales, sorry, which came back to give the US dollar more confidence. So they have the correlated sale of the what we call uh, the forecast of 0.5, and then we have the result of 1.3. So the month over month is 1.0, then we have the result of 1.3, so which came out better than expected, and we saw the result, and the results even comes out better at the end of the week, that is on Friday. So we saw the impact in the market right now, which makes US dollar rally at the end of the week. You know, we have a ranging market from, let's say, Tuesday, Wednesday, then Thursday, Friday. We saw a big rally in US dollar. So on Thursday, the AUD employment rate, that the unemployment rate, we didn't really saw the impact because it came out better than expected, but we didn't really saw the impact in the AUD pair. So this week, let's check the fundamental we have this week. So on the crucial one we have is on Wednesday, that is the NZD and the euro. So let's take a look at that one too. So we have the official cash rate, the monetary policy, the rate statement of the SND, and then on the euro side we have the manufacturing PMI, the German, and then the French side. So apart from that, on Wednesday too, we have the flash service PMI of the United States. So this one too, we have the flash service PMI, which is the high impact, and the flash manufacturing PMI, which is medium impact news. So on Wednesday too, you have to be very, very careful. We have the FOMC meeting. So you know, their meeting always do one or two things in the market. So you have to take note of that too. That is the FOMC meeting on Wednesday. So that will be 8 p.m. that's Nigerian time. So you have to take note of that. It's very, very important. Apart from that, we don't think we have so much next week, apart from the euro manufacturing PMI, the SND monetary policy, and the FOMC meeting, plus the flash service PMI. So all these things you have to be very, very careful about, especially the FOMC meeting. You have to be very, very careful about it. So let's dive deep into the technical aspect. So last week we saw some range in US dollar, but moving on to Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday, we saw this move. So what we want to look at is that last 2 weeks we predicted that we will still have a bounce up at this level, but as you can see, there is a sign of a bounce at this level to the upside. So the number one size is let's check. So here you can see we have something like head and shoulder at that particular area. So after a move to this a move to that down side, so this is DSY. So you have to be very, very So now what we are looking at is we might see a break of these two equal low. We might see a break of this equal low. So this one serves as a neckline. So when we are talking about the head and shoulder, so this one serves at the neckline. And don't forget that we have a supply level to tap in at this particular area. So we might see a break of this particular equal high, then a tap into this supply, then we'll see a move to the what, to the downside. So we have a sign of head and shoulder at this particular area. As you can see, we have a sign of head and shoulder at that particular area. So my bias still remain, if we have a break of this area, let's say we break through this area, because as you can see, this is the neckline and this is the head and shoulder. So head and shoulder is a reversal pattern, but this reversal might not last long. So we might just see a retracement, sorry, a break of this particular low, that is these two equal low in the 4-hour time frame, as we earlier saw it in the DSY. So if you see a break of this, then we might see the first target at this particular demand level. So this is the demand level. It might tap to this particular demand level at this particular area at 1.01693. So if you break through this particular level, then this is my second target. So but this first target, we might see a move to this first target, and then we might see a rejection at this particular area to the upside. So let's see how it goes if it break this particular level to tap this particular level. If you check this this from year to year, it might be up to 180 pips, as we saw in the DSY earlier. So that's 1.0303, that's 1 point minus 1.01693. so it's almost 100 plus pips. So you have to be very, very careful, and then you have to take your entry if it break this particular low. Then we saw the if you see the break of this particular trend line, then just wait for a small test in 15 minutes or 30 minutes time frame. Then your first target should be here. So after here, if it break this particular level, then you know that okay, this is the second target. It might not reject at this particular demand, and it might come to tap this particular demand before it continue the upward movement. So just you have to be very, very smart, and then watch or most of the smaller time frame for your entry. So the next one is US dollar JPY. So all the US dollar pair, we are seeing almost the same thing in all. So this one too, we can see that there is a formation of something we call the head and shoulder at that particular level. So if I want to show you the first, the second, and then the head. So there's the supply level at this particular area which might tap into it, and then if you use the horizontal line, you can see that we have a rejection at this particular area, then we have a fake out here, then the breakout back. So which tell us that this area is a very strong area that market can just move to and reject to the to the downside. So that is my analysis on USD JPY. I'm looking for it to even break this particular this 4-hour high. So let's eliminate this. There's something I want to show there. So zooming it forward. So you know we have 2-4-hour high. Yeah. So we are hoping for it to break this particular high and tap into this particular supply level, and then we'll have a rejection to the downside, because we don't have enough momentum. We just have something we call head and shoulder at this particular area, and I don't think the head and shoulder comes with a very big momentum like that, because if you see this candlestick is a big sell off to this particular area, and this just look like a something that one just want to retrace and then reject. So here we are looking for it to tap to this particular supply zone and then reject. So if you check the distance, okay, the distance between this place 140.376 and 140.35 is almost like 200 pips. So let's see, maybe Monday, Tuesday, we might see 200 pips to the upside on USD JPY. Then we'll see a rejection at that particular level. So if you are trading the retracement, please be very careful. You just need to enter and take your profit at this particular level, or before that level. You might think like you have a very long candle and it will just form a very high weak rejection candle and then reject at that particular area. So if you are looking to trade a rejection at this particular area, putting your stop loss up above that area, and then your first target at 136.128, because there we can see a support level at that particular area, and if we have a breakout of that area, then you should your second target should be at 138.35. So that is my analysis on USD JPY. So let's go to AUD USD. So AUD USD, we have the same view on AUD USD. You know, most of all these things they form what we call head and shoulder. So here we should be looking at the break of this particular low. So if you see the break of that low right there, so let me use another thing to indicate it. So here I'm looking for the break of this particular low. If you see a break of this low, then we should see a move to the downside. So this is my first target. If you see a break of this particular low right there, then a small retracement in the 15 minutes or 30-minute time frame, then a move to this particular area. So from here we might continue the upward movement of this particular trend. So look out for here for rejection. Then if there is no rejection here, then you look out for this particular area. Then if there is no, then this is the last target. But you have to be very careful. So wait for the break of this low. Then if it taps into this demand, if it reaches, so then you know that okay, this is your next target. But this head and shoulder serves as a medium or long term rejection. Hope you understand. So let's see, maybe it will be a medium time rejection or a long time rejection from the upside. So let's see how it goes at that particular area. So taking on the next pair, we have the Canadian dollar, Japanese yen at this particular area. We didn't see much in Canadian dollar even after we have a mixed up of their data on Wednesday before the US dollar retail sales. So here we just see something what we call a range market at this particular where it's going back and forth, back and forth, and back and forth. So here we might see the upward movement at this particular area. You know, this is forming what we call a trend line. If you see it very well, you see that it's forming a trend line, as you can see. So here we might have the break of this particular trend line, and we'll tap into this particular supply level, and we get at that particular area. So if you zoom it back, you see that that particular supply level is at the area of resistance. Also, as you can see, we have a rejection here, a breakout. Then this particular resistance turns to be support at this particular area. Then we break in back to that particular we break this particular support. Then we have a lot of rally here, so we might break this particular trend line. Then we tap into this what we call the supply level. Then if you see a rejection at this particular level, don't hesitate to sell and put your stop loss above. So we'll have a rejection here. Then the target at 101.052. so you have to take a look at this. And then if you want to trade this one, so you know how to go about it. So this is how you do it. You just put your stop loss below this level, so that okay, if you have a break of this level, then it means that, and market maker might do something. They might even come for you. You might say something like this: it will break this low, then go and tap this, then come. So you have to be very, very careful when you want to enter. So either you wait for this trend line to break, or you wait for them to do their thing, then before you enter. So you have to be very, very careful with your entry. So before we go to USD, let's check on gold. So on gold, this is where I dropped the most signal last week. So let me show you what I will drop in our Telegram group last week. Sorry, let it open. Stay open right there. Okay, this is a discussion group, and then okay, we have okay, all this signal I dropped it last week. That is how we dropped like 4 good signal and 3 take profit, and then 1 hit stop loss. So the one that hit stop loss is at the end of last week. So yeah, the first one we dropped was buying gold. Okay, I think the first one is here. Okay, going long on gold. Then okay, that's not the first one. Okay, this is the first one. Okay, this is the first one I drop. Then we hit the take profit. That is, it's even go beyond take profit. And then the second one I dropped it, and then it's what it take profit. So the third one, this is the third one. Then we have what we have take profit. That is I'm saying okay, we have 30 versus gold. So this is the fourth one, which it even went to take profit before. Sorry, it even went to profit before it came back and what and it and the Telegram group, so that we'll trade together. So what I'm looking at on gold this week is we in gold we have the break of this neckline already. We have the break of this particular neckline already, as you can see, at this 24-hour low. Okay, let me delete this one. This 24-hour low, as you can see, 1 2, it's going for a retest already. So my analysis on gold coupled with what we earlier saw on DSY, so it means that after breaking of this particular equal low, this one, then we can see a retracement from it, and then the take profit at 1726. That is my first take profit. But my overall this is my decision last 2 weeks, that okay, I'm looking for it to tap into this particular demand level and reject. So from there we can see the smaller version of it, like okay, you might see a retracement to this particular area, then we'll see a rejection. So if you see a rejection at this area, don't hesitate to go long, and then use a very good risk management. In gold too, if you can see it very well, we have what we call the head and shoulder, that particular area. So my just have what and tap into this, and then we have what we have ejection to the downside. So let's go to US dollar, Canadian dollar. So here too, we saw something similar here, but there's another thing I want us to look at on the US dollar, Canadian dollar. So that was a mistake, right? So we might see a retracement here. We break out this particular level to the upside, so we might see a retracement to this particular area and a rejection. So here I'm looking for a move above this particular area, maybe to this particular area of supply, and then we might see a rejection at this particular level. Then if not, we might see a move to this area. Then it's either we see a breakout or we see a rejection at that particular area. So that's what I'm looking at on the US dollar card in the coming week. So if it's if at the beginning of the week, if we see a break of this particular level, we might still see a rejection here, which might still take it to the upside. So you have to be very careful, right? Things that we are going to the downside. So that is my analysis on US dollar card. So the last one we want to check out is okay, we are still going to check out the BTC. Let's check out the AUD Swiss franc. So yeah, let's remove this drawing. So let's start this one afresh. Let's go to the weekly time frame. As you can see, still look, the whole scenario still looks what? Still look bearish to me at this particular area. You know, if you check this area too, so we have the head and shoulder this particular area. So we have the break of this neckline at this area. So we might come back and retest this particular area, and then we have a rejection to this particular area. So just watch out for a rejection at 0.6533 and 9. That is where I'm looking for a rejection to the downside at this particular level. If you see a so this is the weekly time frame, as you know. So this week we might have a rally in AUD this week, that is going to the upside. Then maybe next week you might see a rejection to that particular downside. So the last one we want to check is the BTC. So BTC, we did not see any movement to the, like any sign of movement to the upside now. So all we can see is to the downside. So after it break this particular range at this area, as you can see, we have a break of this range. So, and this is not a fake out. If you check, this is a weekly time frame. Assuming it's a fake out, we will have seen something like this. If it's a fake out, we'll have seen something like this from here, and then it will move back. The retracement to, we can have a retracement to 18,000. That is before we move to 12,000. That is our next target is 12,000, but we might have a retracement this week to the 18,000. So let's see how it goes right there. And we might not have a retracement, we might just have a rejection straight, because this candle is a very As you can see, the momentum is high. The momentum of this weekly candle is high, so we might not even have a retracement, then we'll just have a rejection direct to 12,000. So that is my analysis this week. So this is not a financial advice. Do your own analysis and see if it fits your entry. And this is just a this is just for educational purpose. Pardon, this is for educational purpose. So if you are new to this channel, please click like, subscribe, and share. So a big thank you to everybody that has been doing it on a regular basis. So and join our Telegram community for a swift and then a profitable trading setup. So if you need a broker, there is a link to my broker in the description box. Just click on it and join and register for the broker. So any challenge you have with the broker, just tell me, inbox me via the Telegram. I will respond as early as possible. So have a very lovely and profitable trading week, and don't forget to trade safely.